Okay, sa mga nagtatanong po kung may YouTube channel ba ako, eto na po, pinagbigyan ko na kayo. Magsisimula na po tayong tumulong sa pamamaraan po dito na plataforma. Magfo-focus po ako sa forensic kasi nga bibihira lang din ang nagdi-discuss ng forensic. So, I hope makatulong ako sa buong Pilipinas from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao sa pagkuha ng lisensya nyo po. Enjoy and welcome sa YouTube channel ko po. Master Kurt po to. So, we will start also on the forensic photography kasi ito yung isa sa pinaka I mean, hindi naman siya mahirap pero kinakaligtaan kasi ng mga estudyante na aralin kasi napaka-technical niya. Okay? So, hindi naman siya mahirap. Kaso nga lang, konti lang talaga yung mga knowledgeable na nagtuturo nito. Kasi nga, ang photography is something na napaka-broad, no? So, kailangan natin intindihin. Now, level yan. Hindi mo maintindihan yung camera, kung hindi mo maintindihan yung light. Hindi mo maintindihan yung film, kung meron pang film, hindi mo maintindihan yung light. You cannot operate the camera kung hindi mo naintindihan yung light. And basically, photography is derived from the word pos and photos, which means light, and graphia, which means to write. So literally, photography is to write with the light. Without light, now hindi mo makukuha or hindi mo ma-achieve yung siyensya ng fotografiya kasi nga yung light ang pinaka-importante. Hahatiin natin sa magandang usapan to within this week, no, hanggang Friday, forensic photography ako, and also sa mga estudyante ko po sa Maluso, sa Isabela, and sa Sumisip, Lamitan. Meron kayong face-to-face class in terms with fingerprint, no? Pero yung photography i-online ko. Merong mga advantages, no, sa online at meron disadvantages. Meron din advantages sa face-to-face, which is wala naman talagang mahirap kung makikinig ka lang. Now, watch out for those mga mag-exam this coming August, and also sa mga estudyante ko na graduate, which is magkakaroon sila ng post-test sa in-house, no? Ang sagot lang po sa mga tanong ay nandito lang po sa video ko, no? So, you are required, mandated to watch, to learn, to listen, and mag-grind doon sa ano. So again, let's start with forensic photography. Okay. Okay, now photography. Photography is an art or science. Diyan lang muna tayo. Photography is an art or science. Why? Because photography is an art. Lumabas sa exam that photography considered as an art. Why? The reason is when you talk about art, okay, for example, mahilig kasi kami sa art, no? Okay, I will just, okay, this is one of my painting, okay, no? May painting ako dito, no? Okay, muntik na hulog po yung isa. Okay, art is a particular expression of feelings, no? Through something which is doon mo, a medium for expression of feelings. For example, poem or tula or drawing or painting or even singing or whatever na you can express your feelings. So sinabi dito that photography is an art. Photography is an art in the sense in photography you can express your feelings. And in art, wala pong, eto pakatandaan ha, wala pong rigid rules. Meaning to say, you can do whatever you want, whatever you desire. No? So, yun ang photography kasi nga walang, tawag nito, walang, walang rules, no? So, isa sa mga tinatanong sa board exam or sa mga tanong, is there any rigid rules ba daw sa photography? The correct answer is wala. Kasi nga, photography is an art. And when you talk about art, it's an expression of feelings, no rigid rule. Kahit anong gawin mo, No? Magkuha ka lang ng pintura dyan, isabog mo yan, that is abstract, or napakaganda ng painting mo na parang realistic or realism, that would be an art. So photography is also just like that, which is no rigid rules. And also, it is a science. Bakit sa siya science? Kasi nga, you need a body of knowledge in regarding facts of photography. You need the knowledge of light, you need the knowledge of the technicalities, you need the knowledge of the elements of photography so that you can perform photography. So sinabi dito, photography is an art or science kasi nga it is an expression of feelings, but you need also a knowledge. Nakuha. O, dyan muna tayo. Next, pangalawa, ganito ako nagbabasa, no? Halimbawa, isa-isa yan, hindi lang ako nagbabasa na diretso-diretso. Kasi nga, ang ginagawa ko po is, nagbabasa ako, pero tinatanong ko sa sarili ko na why? For example, photography is an art and science. Hindi mo na ako tutuloy doon. Itatanong ko muna, why? Bakit art siya? Bakit science? Kasi majority sa atin, alam yung facts. They know that photography is an art, but they did not know the concept. Why? No? So, ilang beses ko na tong sinasabi sa inyo that you also, when you memorize the facts, you need to understand also the concept so that buo at package yung kaalaman nyo. So, balik tayo. When you talk about photography is an art and science which deals with the reproduction of image. So, ang photography, ang purpose po niya or ang end result po niya is to reproduce images. But through the action of electromagnetic radiant energy. Ano ba yung electromagnetic radiant energy? When you talk about electromagnetic radiant energy, no? When you talk about electromagnetic radiant energy, ang electromagnetic radiant energy kasi is also known as light. Yan po siya. Yan, light, no? It is a light. Now, what is light? It is an electromagnetic because nagta-travel siya through waves, radiant, kasi maliwanag, and light is the source of energy. So, what is light? The meaning of light po is an electromagnetic radiant energy, no? So, that would be electromagnetic radiant energy. Okay. Now, tingnan nyo ha, it is a reproduction of image. It is a reproduction of image through the action of electromagnetic radiant energy upon sensitized material. So, here, you will reproduce images through light. Yun ang sabi ng photography. Kasi nga ang photography derived from the word pos and graphia. It is to write with the light. So, you need also the light in order to create images. Now, what kind of images yan? Put it in your mind, put it in your notebook, that hindi po basta-basta ang images or tawag lang na picture doon sa produkto ng photography. It is also known as photograph. Now, pakisulat po, photograph is the mechanical and chemical result of photography. So, what is the positive result or the result of photography? Hindi po siya picture, hindi po siya image, or that ang pinaka-technical po, ang pinakatawag po, or ang pinakatama pong term doon sa tawag, doon sa result of photography is photograph. So, it is a reproduction of image. What kind of image? Photograph. Sa pamamaraan po ng light. What is light? An electromagnetic radiant energy. Upon sensitized materials. Ano na naman tong sensitized materials? And when you talk about sensitized materials, yan po. When you talk about sensitized materials, it is dalawa. Film siya, at and photo paper. Okay. Dati kasi sa conventional photograph, ang nangyayari is walang digital. So, meaning to say, mangangailangan ng film kasi doon papasok yung light at doon magre-reflect or doon mo makikita, doon mare-record rather yung image sa sensitized materials. Now, babalik ko, photography is an art and science which deals with the reproduction of image. What kind of image? That would be photograph with the aid or with the action of electromagnetic radiant energy. It is also known as light upon sensitized materials. What are the sensitized materials? These are film and photo paper. So, sensitized materials ng tawag doon kasi nga sensitive siya doon sa light. Kasi nagre-record siya noong images because of the light na nag-synthesize or nagkaroon ng epekto doon sa kanya, no? So that is sensitized material. Meron dalawang klaseng sensitized materials, yung film na ginagamit as a negative and photo paper na ginagamit as positive. Okay. Next is with the aid of equipment. What kind of equipment is that? So those are the cameras and its accessories, no? So that would be equipment. Kasi hindi ka pwedeng magkuha ng photography kung wala kang equipment. Though the main equipment in photography is the camera, no? Though ang camera marami siyang accessories. And also even ang paggawa ng positive picture na gumagamit din ng tinatawag natin na enlarger. Now, the enlarger is the main equipment also na doon nilalagay yung photo paper so that makagawa ka ng positive images. Ano ba yung negative tsaka positive images? Di-discuss ko yan soon. And also the accessories. So, makakakuha ka lang ng photography by the use of main equipment which is the camera and also the accessories. Ano ba to na mga accessories? Ang mga accessories na to is actually, ito yung nilalagay niya for a better enhancement or for a better result of photography, such as filters, flash, kung kulang ng lighting condition, or filters kung you have to exclude some of the light or some of the colors, or tripod for stability. So those are the accessories. And lastly, the chemical process. Ano ba yung chemical process? It involves yung tinatawag na development. Kasi dati sa conventional photography, ang mangyayari kasi is ganito, no? Merong camera, kuha ka ng picture, pero maglalagay ka ng film. And then yung film na yan, pag click mo, papasok yung light doon sa film, and then mare-record doon. Kasi nga, yung film ay tinatawag na sensitized materials. Na kukunin yung film, i-develop. Pag once na-develop na, meron na siyang negative. Yung negative naman, gagamitin na ilagay doon sa enlarger, which is para siyang, tinatawag nito, para siyang projector, which is gagawa ng pinaka-final na picture na gamit yung photo paper. Ang tawag po nun ay positive na. So, ganon ang proseso. Pero hindi po magiging negative ang film, hindi po magiging positive ang photo paper kung hindi po siya dadaan sa tinatawag natin na chemical process. Kasi ang chemical process po, ito yung magpapalabas nung tinatawag na image by the use of chemical, kuha, so lalabas po yung image. So, that is the meaning of photography. Ano po yung meaning ng photography? It is an art. Why art? Because it has no rules. It has no rules and it is an expression of feelings. And it is also a science because we need a knowledge in photography so that you can reproduce images. Ano yun ang mga images? Ito yung tinatawag nating photograph. The result of photography is photograph. Hindi picture, hindi image, kundi photograph. It is the mechanical and chemical result of photography. Through the action of electromagnetic radiant energy, which is light. What is light? An electromagnetic radiant energy. Upon sensitized materials, which is ang example nun ay ang film and ang photo paper. With the aid of equipment, ano yun ang equipment? Camera. And its accessories, which is na-discuss ko na kanina, and the chemical process involved therein. So, yun ang development. No? So, yan po yung pinaka-definition po ng photography. So, I hope no, na naintindihan nyo yung pagde-discuss ko doon sa photography. Kasi, especially sa mga in-house, marami akong questions na kukunin dyan. Last time, marami ding hindi nakapasa in the sense that hindi naman sila nakinig or nakinig naman pero hindi nila sinasaulo o sinasaulo naman nila pero hindi naman nila inintindi. So that's the problem, which is wala naman doon talaga na iintindihin. It is just a basic knowledge. So again, habang maaga ka pa, third year ka pa, fourth year ka pa, or even mag-e-exam ka, doon kasi ang pressure sa pag mag-e-exam ka na, especially sa mga estudyante ko ngayon nagre-review, nakuha, dito kasi yung pressure, yung malapit na yung exam. Yung third year, pabanjing-banjing pa yan, no? Marami pa yung tanong, marami pa yung priority sa buhay. But take note of this, kailan ka magsisimulang mag-review? O tingnan mo, sa mga third year, I will post yung mga result nyo last exam. And also the fourth year. Kasi yung fourth year, it is the transition period from becoming graduate and also a future professional. Now the problem is this is akala lang nila pagtapos yung graduation, that's it. Tapos na. Now, our course po is a board course, no? So meaning to say, meron tayong licensure examination which is parang hindi naman sinasabing parang walang silbi, pero hindi mo talaga ma-fulfill totally yung kurso mo pag hindi ka pumasa doon sa board exam. So again, that would be a reminder unto you lang now. Okay. Now, let's continue on our discussion in regards with photography. So, the ano ng photography po, yung senaryo po ng photography, kung ano yung mangyayari. Kung makikita mo dyan, no? Kung makikita mo dyan, doon sa senaryo po ng photography, that would be the light source. Papunta dyan, yung light source. Nakuha. So, kailangan talaga ng light. And also, pagkatapos nito, yung light ay pupunta dito sa camera, which is i-record niya yung nakunan nung camera kasi kumukuha siya ng light. Now, yung light na yan, papasok dito sa camera, mare-record dito sa sensitized materials, yung film. Yung film naman, idadaan sa chemical process. Ito yung chemical process. Pagkatapos, meron ka ng negative. Ang negative naman ay ilalagay mo doon sa enlarger, which is magpro-project doon sa photographic paper. Now, yung photographic paper na naman, meron naman siyang chemical process at yun ang magiging picture na, no? So, ganun po yung photography. So, from here, i-record siya through the light with the use of the camera. Kukunin yung film at saka mangyayari is i-develop. Meron ka ng negative. Yung negative naman, ilalagay sa enlarger para to project dyan. Meron ka ng positive pero kailangan pa rin siyang i-develop. So, 2 beses po kayo mag-develop kasi nga, i-develop mo yung film at i-develop mo yung photo paper. So, yun ang pinaka-mechanism po ng photography. So, I hope na intindihan nyo yan. Now, let's go on the, tawag nito, let's go on the pagkakaiba po ng police photography and forensic photography. Now, ano ang pagkakaiba po ng police photography tsaka forensic photography? Napakadali lang po, no? Napakadali lang ng pagkakaiba nun. Take note of this, that ang police photography, alam naman natin yung meaning ng photography, no? It is the application of photography for police work. Pakatandaan nyo lang yan. Pag ginamit mo yung photography for police work, ang tawag po niyan ay police photography. Okay. Kuha, no? So, ayan. And then also, pag sinabi mong forensic photography naman, application din, ginamit yung photography for court purposes. Okay. So, balikan natin, pag ginamit mo yung photography for trabaho ng police, that would be police photography. Pero pag ginamit mo yung photography naman for court purposes, that would be forensic photography. Bigyan kita ng example. Okay. For example, ginamit mo yung photography, the science, in-apply mo yung photography for criminal investigation, criminal process, crime scene processing, and also on surveillance, basta trabaho po ng pulis or doon sa talagang operation ng pulis, ang tawag po nun ay police photography. Pero pag ginamit mo na po yung photography for an evidence, for the preparation for trial, for analysis, for trial, meaning to say, meron talagang krimen na nangyari. In order to elucidate legal problems, ginamitan mo ng photography. In order to solve a crime through trial, ginamit mo yung photography. Ang tawag po nun ay forensic photography. So, I hope hindi kayo nalilito doon sa forensic photography at saka sa police photography. Klaro. Okay, ang police photography ginamit para sa trabaho doon talaga sa operation ng mga police, such as surveillance, such as crime scene processing, such as crime detection and investigation. Okay, pero pag ginamit na siya, in-apply na siya doon sa korte, which is by means of examination doon sa photograph so that it can be used as evidence or laboratory examination, no? It will be a forensic photography. Okay, so yun. Okay, next. Okay, now, what are the basic component of photography? Dito na po tayo magsisimula, no? Okay, what are the basic components of photography? Tatlo lang po, pinaka-basic. Kasi nga sa mga estudyante ko sa review, no? Sa review at sa anuman, ito lang yung pinaka-basic muna kasi nga the rest is doon sa face-to-face natin. And sa mga estudyante ko sa mga in-house, ito yung pakatandaan nyo, especially sa 3rd year and 4th year. Kasi nga, ito yung pinaka-basic. Pag when you talk about basic, pundasyon, na foundation, na cornerstone doon sa photography. Kasi pag hindi mo talaga ma-gets ito na mga basic components or elements ng photography, ay you will never understand the forensic photography. So, ito po yung pinaka-cornerstone. Mauuna po tayo doon sa light, equipment, and chemicals. So, light is, again, alam naman natin yung light, which is, that is an electromagnetic radiant energy. No? So, that is a light. And the equipment, composed of camera and its accessories, enlarger, and so on and so forth. And the chemicals, which is nag-i-involve doon sa chemical process, which is the development. Dalawa yung ipaproseso natin through chemical kung conventional. Now, ito, may mga katanungan dati. Sir, ano naman ang ginagamit ngayon? Digital or conventional? In real time, ngayon po, hindi na masyadong ginagamit yung conventional. Though napakaganda ng conventional sana, it in the sense that you cannot edit, you cannot make an AI progression doon sa picture. It is a pure photography talaga. Kasi nga, record talaga. Kung ano na record doon, yun talaga yung ano. Kasi nga yun sa mga digital, marami na pong mga edit, no, or edited through the computer. Yun ang isa sa pinakamahirap. Now, pero we cannot abide, we will not be as stagnant doon sa technology kasi nga ang mangyayari is we will abide kasi nga criminology is a dynamic, no, one of the natures of criminology is a dynamic. So we have to abide with the progress of our the development of the society and also the development of sciences. Now, digital na. Now, ngayon, digital photography, wala na po siyang film. It is also known as filmless photography kasi nga, instead of film, nire-record niya doon sa kanyang memory card which can be extracted sa computer and which can be seen digitally. So I hope po natulungan ko kayo doon sa unang discussion natin sa photography. And also, watch out for more videos. Everyday po yan, meron po tayo. Dahan-dahanin lang po natin kasi napaka-technical po ng forensic. Again, this is Master Kurt. Salamat po sa pakikinig and watch out for more videos. Thank you and God bless you all.